Getting started any minute now. So get my earpieces going here. All right. Getting my saxophone warmed up. We're going to start in just a minute. All right. Let's rock and roll, everybody. Let's rock and roll. Okay, so welcome, everybody, to Sunday and Dr. Selfridge live stream. We're here every Sunday, ready for your questions about band and playing musical instruments. I like this music. There's credit. I believe that if you look down in the description. If you look down in the description, you should see I have a little credit to the person who who composed that music. It's someone who out there. I believe I found it on what's that website where people post music? Sound something. It'll come to me. But anyway, really cool theme music I've been using for pretty much the entire time I've been doing these live streams. So welcome. I'm Dr. Selfridge. If you guys are new, if anyone here is new, please put your information in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. That's always nice. You know, what city or country. And let us know what instrument you play, how long you've been playing. I like to say hello to new people. We'll give you a shout out in the chat. So that's always fun. And I was running a little late today, guys. You might have noticed, but I was trying to get. I have something new to show you today. Some fun jazz. We're gonna be doing some jazz improv. So very, very excited to show you that. So you know what we're gonna do right away. Actually, I want to make sure my connection here to Dennis is working. Speaking of running late, I didn't get a chance to check in and say hello to Dennis. So Dennis, I'm gonna bring you in. And do we have contact?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so how are you? All good. How are you doing in this never-ending snow?
I wonder what we would have done if we didn't have the internet or television.
I know. If we didn't, I know.
Can you imagine?
Well, we don't have to imagine because we both had television as kids, but we certainly didn't have internet.
True.
Yeah.
No.
But it's supposed to get.
It's interesting.
Folks who are. We're Dennis and I both live in Pennsylvania in the sort of Philadelphia-ish area, and we've been getting a lot of snow lately. But Dennis, I heard it's supposed to get pretty warm this week, like up to in the 50s, which will be very interesting.
You can only hope, my friend.
Yes.
I feel like I'm locked in. I feel like I'm in prison.
Yeah. So hopefully things will warm up, you know. But we're certainly thinking of our friends and folks in Texas who are dealing with a difficult situation down there for sure. So our best goes out to those people. So we'll bring Dennis in back later in the show. Dennis is on with us on the line, kind of helps us out in the chat room, brings some questions to the forefront. And speaking of questions and chat, folks, I am going to go ahead and start saying hello to some people in the chat, and we're going to bring your comments up here on screen. So let's jump through these. Hello to our friend Mike, and lovingly using the term music geeks, which is a term that sometimes we kid each other with people that love music. We proudly wear that phrase sometimes. Okay, ¿Cómo estás? To Aaron. And so Mike always brings us a good trivia question. Guys, check out our trivia. Earl Wild from Pittsburgh played what instrument? What is his claim to fame? And the only one to have done this. Mike, you always get me with this trivia because Mike's in Scotland, and Mike is great about giving us trivia questions about Pennsylvania, which is where, as I said, where I live. So I think Mike's got me on this one too. Earl Wild from Pittsburgh. I have a guess to what I think he might play. If that's like, I don't know if he has a stage name or if that's his real name. I mean, if that's vice versa. The only one to have done this. You got me on that one, Mike. So I'm going to think about that one. Let's say hi to Andrew and to UC, Fletcher's Meadow, and to Sean. Hello. And to Alina. And to Mia. Hello, Mia Ann. I want to make sure we say hello to some new people here. Okay, UC says, I learned flute last month from my high school course. I want to go further and learn more. Great. I do have my flute's way over here. I do have my flute today. We want to say hello to Ermal from Kosovo. Hello to you. Valerie is here. And Andrew is watching from Boston. Did you guys get snow up there, Andrew? Ermal plays clarinet. I have my clarinet as well. Mia Ann started violin lessons. Very cool. Valerie saying, sorry I wasn't here last time, but I'm back. Good to see you, Valerie. We're going to say hi to Maria. We're going to say hi to Tanner. I created a new account. Okay. No, Tanner, I recognize your name. Mike, you got it. It's SoundCloud. Right. So SoundCloud is where I got my theme music from. There's people put music up there that they've composed and said you can use this music if you put the credit, to the composer, which is what I did. All right, so here's my first request of the day. Clendo, can I play Risk Everything for a Dream on bass clarinet? So I will have to, I'll have to Google that one. I'm just going to put it in here real quick. Risk Everything for a Dream. Sheet music. I'm just Googling that, and I'll take a look at that in a minute, okay? So Maria says I'm new. Hello. YT035 is watching from Los Angeles and plays the saxophone. I bet the weather is nicer. It's not snowy in Los Angeles, I'm betting. Hello to Joe. Everybody say hi to Joe. He's with us in the chat. And I think Terry checked. Here we go. Terry checked in the chat. Say hi. These are our moderators that help us out with the chat. And, we haven't, it's great that we have moderators in our chat, but I'm very happy with the chat community that we've built here on our weekly streams. And we just have 3 rules. Rule number 1, be nice. Number 2, don't spam, which means don't put the same question or comment, 10 times in a row, like keep spamming to try to get me to see it. I try to get to all the comments, so don't spam. And what's the third one? Have fun. Have fun and let's learn about music. Okay, so we're going to say hi to Raymond Naranjo. I'm new here from LA and I play trombone. All right, awesome. Another LA, Los Angeles. Mia Ann. Okay, so Mia, I can do this request real quick. Actually, let's do this because I want to show you guys. I got a request from Mia Ann to do When the Saints Go Marching In on the flute. So I'm going to go over here. Am I going to get my, yeah. When I change my camera, it does this again. Okay, so let's turn that off. Good. Okay. So we're going to go over to my laptop on the side here, and I'm going to put in the chat, this is the link to my website. By the way, I don't know if you guys are, how far you go back with my YouTube channel. My website used to be called Go Bando. Now, back when I started, 2014, 15, 16, my website was called Go Bando, and I just decided to switch it over to drselfridgemusic.com. So, but now my Go Bando website, I finally got it fixed where if you type in Go Bando on your browser, it will bring you to my website, Dr. Selfridge Music. So whatever address you have, whatever link you have, it's going to take you here. to Dr. Selfridge Music. I put the link in the chat. Okay, there goes my screen again. There we go. Okay. So, you guys, if you ever want to live stream, like really sort of get into it, I use this software called this thing called an A10 Mini. It's a little device, and this is the software that goes with it. Isn't that cool? Look at this. I can take my comments on and off the screen. It's very exciting. And then when I do this, it puts my little pre-show screen on there. There you go. Isn't that fun? All right, so this is my website. And we're going to play When the Saints Go Marching In. Okay, so I believe When the Saints Go Marching In is on my live stream jazz. And this is a perfect song for today, or this time of year, because it is... Actually, I'm going to see if anyone can put in the chat, why is When the Saints Go Marching In a good choice for this week or this time of year? There's something happening, or something happened last week in New Orleans that happens every year. So here we go. When the Saints Go Marching In, you go to, here's how you get here. Dr. Selfridge Music, live stream jazz, this little click here, and scroll down and click on this little picture, When the Saints Go Marching In. I'm going to play it on flute. You can click on your instrument. So I'm going to bring up the flute music, but you would click on whatever instrument you play. All right. Okay. So here's just the sheet music. Now, if these notes are a little bit high for you, you can go to C instruments low. Look at this. And it's the same thing, but it's in the low octave. I'll do this version. So why don't we try this with a beat? We'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and can you play along with me? And then, oh, Christine and Hobbs. Good, you got the answer. It is Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is the celebration in New Orleans to celebrate just having a good time before we start the traditional religious season of Lent, which is traditionally a season of sort of cutting back on things and making sacrifices before Easter. So, but here we go. Let's do When the Saints Go Marching In. Ready? I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Bum, 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 bum. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. Isn't that fun? So now what you can do is you can go back here and we have a play along track. Check it out. I have to turn up my sound for this on my laptop. Whoops. I still have my jazz going on my iMovie or iTunes. Okay. That's our backing track. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Let's play it next time around. Ready? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. First ending, repeat. You can jazz it up. Improvise on the rhythms. So, by the way, this is how people want to know how jazz got started. Improv. Basically, it was folks doing this, playing a melody and then playing around on the rhythms of the melody, then not just playing around with the rhythms, but adding in some little decoration notes, and then that just kept evolving into eventually people sort of creating whole new melodies over the same chords of songs. So we do this thing called jazz improv down here. I have what's called a major blues scale. Okay, so if you look at the major blues scale, it's written on your sheet. I'm gonna go down to the low notes. Look at this scale. Ready? I'll play it in quarter notes. You could slow it down, like half notes. And then we improv, like something like this. You can make something up. I'll take this up. Next line. You can transpose it to fit the comfortable range of your instrument. Okay, so you could play through these, or you could just improvise on your own. So here's just some improv. There we go. Okay, that was fun. Let's come back over here. Let's come back over here and let's answer some more questions. And maybe this is a good time to check in with Dennis. Dennis, I'm going to look through our chat, but maybe is there one you can bring to my attention?
Yeah, there was, let me go up. Oh, one was, can you play Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo? Is that when you know?
That's not
Flute.
That's not one that I know.
Okay.
But I'm going to write it down here. Driver's License by Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia.
On the flute.
Okay. Let's see if I can find. Well, I already promised another song too. So I'll take a look at that, but that's a good one. Thank you, Dennis. Maria is from Delaware, the first state of the USA, and plays the alto sax. Hello. Let's see here. A lot of comments. I'm going to get through them. Anthony DuPont is watching from Houston, Texas. How are you guys doing down there, Anthony? You doing okay? Pink Panther on clarinet. Andrew said a lot of snow. Yes. And hello to Nahid from Iran. All right, let's do this quick request. I'm going to do the Pink Panther, and then I'm going to go back and try to do this Risk Everything for a Dream and the Driver's License. But first, Pink Panther. Ooh, dry reed. See what that does when your reed is dry? Quick, getting the reed a little bit wet. Did I? Yeah, I meant, Nahid. Did we say hello to Nahid? Hello, Nahid. Pink Panther clarinet. Was in D minor. I just did that. Okay, so let's go back to this request of Risk Everything for a Dream. Oh, okay, so this is all right, I see. So this is sheet music for someone is playing this song. You must be playing this song in band. So this is a little bit harder to do because to find the exact bass clarinet part is not so easy if I don't have it. Let me just see if I can find it. Bass. I do have a bass clarinet right here. Let's see. See if I am lucky here with finding it. Oh, look at that. It is right here. I'll be able to play part of it for you, okay? Let's see. Did you request this song before? Possibly. I'm looking at some questions here as I'm doing this. This is for Clendo Marduna. Okay. Anthony, I see your comment. The blues scale is good. Yes, yeah. The blues scale is good. This is a question from Anthony. The blues scale and the major pentatonic are really good for improv for most songs. All right, so this is a band song. All right, so Clendo, if you're watching, here is a little bit of Risk Everything for a Dream. I don't have the sheet music to show you because it's here. Here, I'll show you kind of like, what if I did this? This is the sheet music I'm looking at down here. You can't really see it. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how fast this is supposed to go. What is that? Yeah, sorry. So there's a little bit. This seems like it's kind of a nice, slow, pretty song. So thank you for that request. I'm going to keep going now to the other request, which was Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. And I think the request was Flute. Flute. Let's see. So whenever I'm looking up music, I Google the name of the song. All right. So I've never heard this song before. I've never played it before, but here we go. It looks like it's in B flat. Ooh. This is for, I forget who requested this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, start again. 1, 2. Does that sound familiar? I've never done this song before. And then it goes on to this. And that's all it's giving me because I'm only getting one page. But that's a nice, I like that tune. That's a fun song. All right, let's go to some more questions. We're going to say hello to Moses from Zambia, who's starting to learn the flute. Hello. Hello to Mason. Mike's request of Poirot. Let's find it. Theme, sheet, music. Mike, I'll play this on... You want me to play it on saxophone? Whoa. This looks complicated. At least the music that I saw. Let's see if I find something a little bit easier here. So finding the right sheet music is a little bit tricky. stuff that's playable on the right instrument, and then finding stuff that's actually accessible. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I get luckier. So Poirot theme sheet music saxophone. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's on this channel. Let's see. You guys can't see this, but
so much for requesting this. We hope these tutorials help.
So actually, I'm going to show you guys this over here. Okay, there's a YouTube channel. There is a YouTube channel called Easy Music Lesson. So let's go to here. All right. And so Easy Music Lesson, and if I type in Poirot, yeah, here it is. Alto sax. So I'll do it on alto sax.
Have a request by our Fiverr patron, Andrew. Thank you so much for requesting this. We hope these tutorials help. And please do enjoy and stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's low. Can you guys hear that? Whoa. This is kind of wacky. All right, so I'm going to play this from the beginning. All right. Here we go. Wish they'd give me a metronome. Disappeared. Oh. Long. Okay, so I'm going to pause it there. This is quite a long piece of music, but it's pretty cool. What makes this challenging? You guys heard me make some mistakes. Look at all these, like D sharp, E sharp. So those can be tricky. E sharp, knowing that E sharp is actually an F on your instrument. So these kind of things can make it tricky. So I would definitely want to practice that. Let's keep going to some more of your comments. I'm going to get them all in here. Mackenzie is watching from Wisconsin and plays the flute. Hello. Okay, Udav Chopra. Just started playing piano yesterday. Can I give you a tip? Yes. I'll give you a piano specific tip, and that is make sure you if you're taking lessons, I don't know if you're teaching yourself or if you're taking lessons, really, first tip, really follow the instructions if it's your teacher or the sheet music of which fingers you're supposed to use, because we number our fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have to know if you're supposed to use your thumb or your first finger, follow the correct fingering patterns that your teacher shows you. And secondly, if you're having trouble with playing something, you should spend time practicing your right hand and then practicing your left hand and then put them together. That's probably the trickiest thing about piano, is getting your right hand and your left hand to work together. Cantina band. Okay, I have 2 tenor sax requests. I have Cantina band and I have Jurassic Park. So let's go over here. All right. Cantina band, tenor sax. Oh, it's the same channel. This channel's got a lot of stuff. All right, let's go here. Let's go to, there we go. Again, this is in a tricky key. Oh boy. So you guys might remember me talking about when I do songs for you guys, sometimes I'll change the key signature to make it easier. This is one that's in a rough key. Look at that. It's in B major, or like it's like G sharp minor. No, it's E. Well, they put it 5 sharps. Anyway, I'm just going to play it. Here you go. I'll do it a little slower. Bum 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 ba dum ba da dum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See, they wrote this in a very awkward way. They could have written this in a better key. You know, look at this. That's a C double sharp, which is just a D, and then a B sharp, which is a C. So it's a little awkward. I'm going to give it another go. Here we go. Beginning, 2, 3, and. Yeah, there you go. They really should have just written that in G major, but oh well. The other request, Jurassic Park. I already know this one. How to play Jurassic Park on saxophone. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. All right. It's loud. All right. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play it for you here. This one. Here's the request. There we go. Hey, I want to say hi to Shane. Is Shane still watching? Hi, Shane. Shane is my my nephew who is watching from Havertown. Hi, Shane. Okay, so let's keep going here. I did play Pink Panther and clarinet. Let's see. I'll try to get back to for Elise. I want to get some questions. Mike says I can jazz up Bare Necessities. I sure can do that. Uncle Joe, yes, we miss New Orleans. We go every summer, except for this summer. I got that. I got Pink Panther. Hello to Shane. Hello. Taylor, yeah, we go every Sunday. I think that was answered in the chat. Do I have any song ideas for saxophone? Wow, well, there's a million of them. So depends what age level, what challenge level you want. It depends what style of music you would like. Classical, jazz, modern, pop music. Green sleeves. All right, real quick, I'm getting a lot of requests today, you guys. Now, Rihanna, I don't know if you're asking for the specific band arrangement. There's a really nice band arrangement of green sleeves, which I've done with my band. Let's see here. I know I'm behind on the comments here. Oh, I see. Mike Hamilton was giving a nice response to that question about saxophone music. Thank you, Mike. Isla, I got my sis into keyboard. All right. Well, hello to Isla and hello to Isla's sister. How are you guys doing? Rihanna, I always wanted to play bass clarinet. Okay, so Rihanna, good question about bass clarinet. The bass clarinet, the way it's designed, it doesn't have holes that you have to cover like a clarinet. It's got solid keys that have pads underneath them, and they cover the holes. Because the bigger the instrument, the holes are too big for your finger to cover. So the keys have little pads with leather or some sort of material underneath. So you don't need to cover the holes on bass clarinet. Okay. I got another request for Eine Kleine. Okay. So many requests today. Let me get ready to do some requests. But Dennis, I'm going to ask you, as I get ready, I'm going to do these two classical requests. So guys, I'm going to show you over here my classical music packet. I'm going to do Eine Kleine, and I'm going to do Für Elise on flute, which were two requests. But while I'm doing that, Dennis, maybe a question and not a request. Is there any out there you could bring to my attention? If you're there. Oh. Dennis is muted. Dennis, can you hear me? Okay, maybe.
Oh, sorry, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Mihao. Did you find out you enjoyed playing music? What's your story?
How did I start getting into music, basically?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Great.
That's a great question. Okay, so I will answer this question while I'm showing you guys where to go for my classical packet. If you go to Dr. Selfridge Music and click on Live Stream Band and click on Classical Melodies. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this in the chat real quick. Okay. So I started playing. Here we go. I started playing music when I started. I always had music in my family. A lot of musicians in my family singing, playing guitar with my mom and my dad and different people in my family. But then I started playing clarinet in 5th grade. But then in high school, I really fell in love with music because I got into the jazz band and I started playing saxophone. And then something just happened where a lightning bolt just hit me. And I just wanted to practice all the time. And I loved jazz music. And that's basically what happened. And then I just kept going with it, went to college, and I've been kind of obsessed with music ever since. So, and teaching music. So here we go. Good question. Thank you for that. Classical melodies. We had Eine Kleine on clarinet. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to click on clarinet 2 for some lower notes. And we're going to go to number 5. You can do this along with me. Here we go. We're going to give it a try. If you have your instrument at home. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And it goes on from there. But in my packet here, I try to give you guys just short little melodies to play, just to get the flavor of it. So we're going to go over here because I got a request for Elise on flute. So Elise is number 2, if you want to play along. This is in concert C minor. Now, again, this is another one where I changed the key. If you play this on piano, it's in E minor, okay? But I changed it to just a little bit be easier for band instruments, so we put it into a flat key. Here we go. I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ba da 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 da. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Repeat. There it goes. Like that. Okay. Good requests, everybody. More questions. A lot of questions. Or a lot of requests, I should say. Andrew, tequila on tenor saxophone. I could do that real quick. I don't even have to look that one up. Let's do a question, though. Yosef Fisher. I'll get to that next. How do I use the little buttons between the F, E, D? Okay. What key should I do this in? I'll do it in F. So I'll do it in concert F, which is G, D, G, G, F. And then there's the B part. And there's a sax solo. All right. The F, E, D keys. All right. These are called... Oops, let me turn off my little extra camera. These are called trill keys, and they are used on certain notes to help you go very quickly. A trill is when you go very quickly between two notes. So say for example you're on a high C and you're supposed to trill on the flute between C and D. It's impossible to do with the normal fingering. If you're going C D C D, you can't go that fast. So these are trill keys. If you're on a high C, they let you do trills in difficult fingering situations. Okay. That was for Yosef. There's your question, Yosef. I'm going to take a little break from playing requests, and I want to try to get to some questions, okay? Let's keep moving through here. The Krusty the Krab theme. I like that. That was there we go. That was Mimi's question that I answered. I don't know that song. Isabella's Lullaby. That sounds like a nice song. Hello to Hobbs watching what? Oh, maybe Jurassic Park. Is that what you're watching? The kids are watching on Netflix. Locomotion, Christy. What song is that? Do you mean Are you talking about the John Coltrane song or something else? That's a fun song. I don't know if I can play it on alto sax. Bad guy on keyboard. Let's see. I don't know if I can get my keyboard going here. Let's see. Let's go over here. Dun, dun, let's see. I need to get my my document camera going so you guys can see. Let's see if this works. Yay. All right. So I'm going to make this full size, but you need sound. All right. So I have my my little Akai MPK Mini keyboard here. And as soon as I get my document camera working, I'll be able to play for you. Do I have sound yet? Oh, it's not plugged in. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm going to get this plugged in. I'm going to do this. So many wires. Let's see. Let's see how long it takes to connect. Oh, I have to turn on my sound. Well, I don't know why I'm not getting any sound, you guys. I'll try it again. Okay. Well, I apologize. I'm not going to be able to do that request right now. Let's go on to some more requests or some more questions. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, today's trivia. Let's do that. Today's trivia all the way back is this. Now, Mike, I don't know if I know this answer. Is there any chance, Dennis? Is there any chance you know this?
No, this is new one on me.
Yeah, Earl Wild. Okay, so my only guess, Mike, is this? The word "wild" is making me think it might be Wild Bill Davis, who played jazz organ. So is it Wild Bill Davis? So that's my only guess. So maybe Mike can give us the answer in the chat. I don't know the answer to this one. Okay. Let's get through more. So, yes. Sorry I could not do that. Solitude in E minor. Raymond, I don't know what song that is. I don't know if that's a Duke Ellington song, Solitude, or if that's a different one. Shane, I could possibly play some of Mozart's Clarinet Concerto if I had the music handy. And that's something I would probably need to practice because that's pretty intense. Are you working on that, by the way? This is one of my original songs. Now, what key did I do it in? Dynamite for you. Okay, I'm going to keep moving through these to get as many comments as I can. All right. Thank you, Christy. I'm glad that was helpful. Mike, what's the best app to use for recording tunes? I like to use, well, it depends what you want to do. If you just want, do you mean recording yourself playing? If you're talking about recording yourself playing, if you want to be able to add multiple instruments to something a project, I'd like to use GarageBand. You can also use Audacity through your computer, record through your computer. If you want to hook a microphone like this, a USB microphone, if that's what you're asking me, that would be my recommendation. GarageBand or Audacity. Okay, you see, how to remember all the notes for flute. So, well, here's a few tips for remembering all the notes on flute. By the way, I'm starting to work on having fingering charts for all the instruments on my YouTube channel. I have clarinet, saxophone, scales, and flute is coming. So you can always check a fingering chart. But a trick for remembering is if you can remember one note, like if you remember that this is D, as you lift your fingers up one at a time, it goes up the musical alphabet. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So that helps you remember as you go up the alphabet. Everything in music, scales always follows the musical alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and backwards G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So practice saying your scales, your musical notes up and down in our alphabet. Bucolic by Eugene Botza for clarinet. I'd be curious to look that one up. I think I'm gonna say, guys, right now, I'm going to have to say all the requests that I do, because we're running short on time. I'll do requests if I know them offhand. But I don't know that one. I'd have to look it up, and we're almost out of time. So please come back next week if you're new, especially folks who are new. Speaking of new people, okay, Terry, one of our moderators, really helps us out with recognizing our new folks. So if you're new today and I haven't recognized you yet, if I haven't said your name, I'm sorry about that, but hopefully we catch you in our new people shout outs today at the end of class here. So there's some new people that have been joining us today. Oh, Christy, it's Little Eva. Okay. Julia Richards. Is this Griffin or is this Julia? That is a... are you talking about... Well, that's a piano. I don't know if you're talking about this. This is not a keyboard instrument. It looks like an accordion. It is a concertina. It's a squeeze box, but it doesn't have a keyboard like a accordion. It just has buttons. Maybe I'll play that for you some other time. Well, Mike, we'll see. I might go 1 or 2 minutes over, but I think we're going to end right around the hour. Mandalorian theme. That one I think I could do without looking it up. That's close, but bum 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 bum. This part I can do. That's like one of the most recognizable melodies of that song. We're actually playing Mandalorian in our high school band this year, which is fun. I'm going to say hi to Gabby Drelsiuk from Romania. I hope I said your name correctly. Yes, Mike. I don't know why my keyboard's not connecting. All right, here's the answer. Earl Wild is a jazz pianist, played at the White House for 6 consecutive presidents. Wow. That's amazing. And Mike, do you have any idea how he's achieved that? Does he play with a particular group? So I'm going to say hi to Gabby, who's watching from Romania. Can I play the Haydn Trumpet Concerto? No, I cannot. I could probably, if I looked it up, I could. I mean, obviously, you know that I'm not a. Oops. I'm not a professional level trumpet player. I play trumpet, okay, but if I looked up the Haydn Trumpet Concerto was very advanced for trumpet. If I looked it up, I might be able to play part of it, but no, I don't know it by heart. Shane is working on the concerto. Cool. Shane, if you think of it, by the way, guys, if you guys want to connect with me, or I'm going to get this so you guys can see it. If you want to connect with me on any of these social media things, you know, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I would love to hear, if you want to send me a little video of you playing something, like Shane, if you're working on that concerto, I'd love to hear you play a little bit. You guys can go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter. Instagram, either one. So that would be great. Actually, if you guys if you do Instagram and you want to follow me, I'll give you a shout out for following me. We're just about close to being done. Unfortunately, the hour goes by so quickly. Okay, Mike said he was looking at buying a microphone last week. Absolutely. Isla's got to go. Hopefully, I don't. Probably by the time I got to your comment, maybe you've already left. But goodbye to Isla, one of our great fans, is always here. Andrew, in my music book, I'm starting to go into ledger lines. How do you remember those notes? Okay, what I do for ledger lines, well, you know. Okay, so there is the way I mentioned of helping you to remember notes is, you know, if you're forgetting what your note is based on the ledger line, start on a note that you recognize, like you'll know G at the top of the staff, and then just count up your alphabet, G, A, B, C. I used to have to do that. Actually, I still do that. If there are flute notes that are really high, I still sometimes have to look and count, oh, A, B, C, D, right, okay, that's a D, or whatever. You know, or actually, it's more likely if it's up around an A, B flat, C, I have to count. So know your letter notes and count up your alphabet. And after a while, you just memorize it. It just becomes part of your memory. All right. Shout out to Romania. Love it. I would love to visit Romania. I've never been there. Oh, someone just followed me on Instagram. Thank you, guys. Elhan 1901 just followed me. Thank you. More echo vibe. What mic should I use? See, Christy, I don't know what a more echo vibe is. Is that a computer program, or I'm not sure what that is. What mic should I use for flute? If you're talking about performing live, any of the basic, you know, an SM57 is good for instruments, or 58. This is pretty good. This Rode for recording into your computer, the NT USB. Okay, we are just about time to wrap up. But let me get a couple more questions. I feel bad if I didn't answer your question yet. Let's just try to buzz through some of these. Let me get ready to wrap up here. Okay, and I'm gonna answer some more questions. Here we go. Okay. Someone else just followed me. Picture perfect. Thank you for following me. Okay. Gabby. Jupiter JAS. Jupiters are great saxophones. Brandon, I play saxophone mostly, but I also play all these instruments you've heard me play today. Left for some milk. Bagpipes. I do not have any tips for bagpipes because I actually don't know how to play them. I really don't. Sorry about that. Oh, is this Griffin? This is a melodica. Fun instrument. If you ever watch John Baptiste on The Tonight Show or The Late Show, Stephen Colbert, he plays that a lot. We end at 4, which is we're overtime now. I'm gonna have to pay my employees, pay my staff extra. Yep, the little blue keyboard. Do I have pitch perfect or anything similar? Oh, perfect pitch. Sorry. I don't have perfect pitch. I have really good sense of relative pitch. We can talk about that another day. We've talked about this before. I do not have perfect pitch. Thank you. Thank you, Gabby. Oh, Paganini. Excellent. Mike, you want the sheet music for Mandalorian? I can try to get that going. President... Okay, so it just has become a tradition. That's cool. Thank you to folks who are following me on Instagram. Shane Clarinet, thank you. Oh, Shane. Shane McFerrin. All right, so Lena, I'm going to try to remember that with a lot of people commenting. I'll do my best. Lena, I'm going to really try to remember that is your username. Okay. Thank you, Maddie B. Appreciate it. Andrew, sax mouthpiece. Van Doren. Van Doren, look at the Van Dorens. If you Google saxophone step-up mouthpieces, I forget what Van Doren, B45, is that the Van Doren? Van Doren, Selmer. I'd say Van Doren. But the best thing to do is to try, if you can go, I don't know if they do this anymore because of the pandemic, but you could go to music. You used to be able to go to a music store and try a bunch of mouthpieces, and they would spray them and clean them, and you'd buy the one that you liked. So, good luck with that, Van Doren. Okay, all right, folks. Hey, I have managed to, I think, catch up on all my comments. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to Joe. Guys, make sure you give your thanks to Joe and Terry in the chat. And Dennis. Dennis,
yes,
I kept you 5 minutes late today. I apologize.
That's okay. We're talking to the union.
Okay. So you can file your grievance.
Right.
All right. Well, everybody have a great, fantastic week. When I close out, you'll see on the screen, you'll see all my contact information for you to reach out to me, send me a message. Like I said, if you want to share with me a little video of something that you're working on, I'd love to hear it. And until next week, same time, we'll be here live. Bring your questions, bring your requests. And if I didn't get to your request today, I apologize. I'll try to get to it next time. Okay. Thank you to Mike for your trivia questions, and thank all of you for another great session. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.